recap. So I realized that I didn't do a recap of the movies that I saw in January, and since we finished the month of February as well, I figured why the heck not? Let's just combine January and February together. So here is a recap of every movie that I've seen in the last couple of months. Let's get into it. So starting at the bottom of the pile, we have the D tier, which are the movies that I absolutely regret watching because they're not good. So in this list, I have Valiant 1, which I didn't do a review for because I was so mad watching it that I just could not bring myself to record, edit, and upload a review for it. And I also have Wolfman, which was a complete waste of time. I did not like both of these films, but especially Wolfman, I just knew that it was not going to be a good film because, like I say, January horror movies are usually flops. So in the C tier, these are the movies that were bad but not horrible enough to be in the D tier. In this list, I have Dogman that just felt a little weird, but honestly, after watching Captain Underpants, I thought that I would have enjoyed Dogman, which I didn't. And I also have The Monkey. There was just so much promotion and hype around this film that I actually thought it was going to be fun, but it just felt quite flat to me. The B tier are movies that could have been better but also could have been worse. They're kind of average, if you will. So far I have Flight Risk, which is exactly what I thought this film was going to be, just a basic mindless action type of film, and that's what we got. The choreography for Love Hurts was absolutely stunning, but the plot just wasn't, and quite honestly, the hate that this movie got was absolutely ridiculous, but to each their own. And I also put Captain America Brave New World in this section. I can understand why people did not want to watch it, but I still enjoyed it because it was like a sequel to The Incredible Hulk, and that's one of my favorite MCU movies. The A tier are the movies that were oh so good, but just had minor issues towards them. Denethys Pantera, I just love the fact that this was a straight heist film. There was a side plot that kind of took me out of it. Presence is a film that took a turn that I was not necessarily expecting, and it was shot beautifully, but the acting was a little off for me. Paradise is honestly a classic slasher film with Valentine's Day thrown in there, but at times it got a little silly for me. And Last Breath, I thought the tension was good, but I do think they could have done a little bit more with it. And finally, we have the big bad S tier. These are the films that I just absolutely love so far. Attack on Titan, The Last Attack. Oh man. So when I saw the TV specials, I was like, man, this is so good. And then they hit us with the theatrical release, and it's like, man, I love the twists and turns that Companion offered, as well as the comedic moments. Some people didn't really like it. I personally loved it. One of Them Days is a different take on the Friday type story, and quite honestly, I thought it was hilarious. And for the rare Z tier, I have Neja, the best movie of the year so far, the best animated movie that I've seen in years. So what is that, 15 movies in 8 weeks? Off to a really good start. I've seen a lot more good movies than I have bad movies so far, and honestly, I think it's only gonna get better as the year continues. So out of the movies on this list, which are the movies that you enjoyed or even not enjoyed? Let me know in the comments. Let's get the conversations going, and yeah, that's about it.